Hi, my beautiful fifth graders. Oh my goodness, we are at the end of Liar and Spy. We are so close to finishing. I'm going to go ahead and read one short little chapter with you. I'm going to leave it posted up, and in our Zoom class on Thursday, we're going to read the final chapter. I'm wondering how it's going to end. Is it going to leave us hanging? Are they going to be friends? Is his mom going to feel better? Like, all of these questions have to wrap up in such a short little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, where we left off, he had that thought about it was called How to Land a Plane. Remember, his mom went to England, and she said the coolest time was when it was like she was hovering over the ground but didn't quite land, and it was the most beautiful thing. And he kind of said the same thing, that when we found out his mom was actually very ill, she was in the hospital, not just working long shifts. That was kind of a turn that was unexpected. We didn't know that when Dad was visiting her at the hospital, she actually had fainted and become ill from a patient. So she was actually hospitalized for a couple weeks, and she couldn't come home. They needed the medicine there. She was getting intravenous medicine, which meant she couldn't come home. So he kind of said that hovering over the runway, not landing, is kind of how he was taking Mom's illness, where he's like, if I don't go to the hospital and see her, he wanted to see her, but he thought if he didn't go, he can almost pretend she wasn't really sick. He could just pretend she was just at the hospital working and nothing had changed, but it really had changed. And that's when that overwhelmingness came and all that crying came and everything just hit him all at once. But all through that, he decided to go visit her. So this is the next chapter. It's called A Little of Both, okay? I hate the hospital as soon as we walk into it. First, I hate the round coffee kiosk on the first floor where Dad stops to buy a cappuccino because it's fake and cheerful, and I hate the elevators that stop on every single floor and take forever to get to floor number 9. They ding and buzz, and we have to wait until things are wheeled in and out. I just hate that. Here he is, a nurse said when we checked in at the desk at Mom's ward, and looking every bit as serious as his mother warned. Her accent is nice. I don't hate it, but I can't smile back at her. Now that I'm here, I just want to see my mom. Dad's hand is on the back of my neck. Hi, Sophia. Anything we need to know? Nothing at all, she says. It's been a good morning, even better than good. And I've told them all to leave you alone or else. She raises one fist and shakes it, but she isn't doing it for my benefit. And this is another thing I don't hate. Dad smiles. Great. Well, then we'll head back in then. Don't think I don't know who that coffee is for. I know it's for her, Sophia calls out after us. I glance up at Dad's face. She's not supposed to drink caffeine yet, Dad says. But you know what they say. Doctors and nurses make the worst patients. I match my stride to my dad's as we walk down the hall, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I tell myself that if we can get all the way to Mom's room without having to stop for a passing lunch tray or a sliding door, it will be a good sign. Right here, Dad says, his hand still on my neck, and we turn in. My mom is on the bed, and she's laying on top of the covers. She's got on jeans and a t-shirt. She looks normal, like her regular self. But when she reaches for me, there's a tube connected to her arm. She follows my eyes. Oh, don't worry about this thing, she said, and she swatted the tube. It's just more antibiotics. I can't stand not hugging you for one more second, Mom says. Her arms come out again, and Dad pushes the back of my neck in a little bit. I walk to the bed slowly, thinking about where to put my arms. I wonder if there are any other tubes hidden, like I might hit one accidentally or break it or touch it, and I shouldn't. But when I get close enough, Mom's hands take me in and pull me in, and she's a lot stronger than I thought she would be. We don't try to catch up. We don't pour our hearts out. Instead, we watch a show on Mom's TV. She makes room for me in the bed on one side without any tubes, and Dad pulls up a chair close. We laugh at every joke, and once in a while, Mom gives me kisses, and once in a while, she reaches for Dad's coffee and takes a sip. No one comes in to remind us that we're in a hospital, and the machines on the walls and the metal bed rail kinds all disappear for a while. During commercials, I take things in, and Mom just watches me. This is where I keep your notes, she said, and she shows me a notebook with my Scrabble messages. She's written them out, my words and hers, which Dad spelled out for me after I fell asleep. She takes my hand and turns it so that the blue dot on my palm is facing up. Remember the blue dot club, the blue club? What's this? Long story, I tell her. Good story or bad story? I don't even know how to answer that. She squeezes my hand. A little of both? Yeah, I tell her. A little of both. Tell me next time? Yes, I said. When Dad and I get home from the hospital, I call Safer. He answers on the first ring. I tell him to come downstairs and bring his notebook. We're going to make a list, I say. A list of everything Safer is not afraid of. So it sounds like he's trying to encourage his friends since he found out he was afraid of so many things. So I think it was probably good that he went and saw Mom. I bet Mom was so happy. And I think he feels a little bit better about the situation, right? We only have one more chapter to go. That's crazy. What I'm going to do, and I told you guys before, I'm going to look over the test, the AR test, and kind of see what things we should review because it's taken quite a long time to read this book. Longer than it would normally take us due to the situation. So I'll make sure you guys are prepared for the AR test, but make sure you're in the Zoom class tomorrow so we can finish the book, okay? Mwah. Love you guys. Have an awesome day.